Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge etc. The events of 17th November 2024 are follows. Bengali date পয়লা অগ্রহায়ণ 1431. As per Benimadhav Sil Ponjika, today's Tithi is Krishna Pratipad and up to 0105 hours, and after that Krishna Ditya and up to 2323 hours, and after that Krishna Tritiya. Today's Nakhotra is Rohini Nakhotra and up to 2011 hours, and after that Mrigashira Nakhotra. Today is 322nd day of the year. There are then 44 days left in 2024. Today is 46th Sunday of 2024. Today is International Students' Day. International Students' Day is an international observance of the student community held annually on 17th November. Originally commemorating the Czech universities which were stormed by Nazis in 1939 and the students who were subsequently killed and sent to concentration camps. It is now marked by a number of universities, sometimes on a day other than 17 November, as a non-political celebration of the multiculturalism of their international students. It is a public holiday in the Czech Republic and Slovakia. Today is National Epilepsy Day. National Epilepsy Day is observed on November 17 in India to raise awareness about epilepsy, a neurological condition that characterized by recurrent seizures. This day aims to educate the public about the causes, symptoms and treatment options available for epilepsy and to eliminate the stigma often associated with the condition. Today is World Prematurity Day. World Prematurity Day is observed on 17th November each year to raise awareness of preterm birth and the concerns of preterm babies and their families worldwide. Approximately 15 million babies are born preterm each year, accounting for about 1 to 10 of all babies born worldwide. Premature birth is the leading cause of death in children under the age of 5 worldwide. Urgent action is always requested to address preterm birth, given that the first country level estimates show that globally 15 million babies are born too soon and rates are increasing in most countries with reliable time trend data. Preterm birth is critical for progress on Millennium Development Goal for child survival by 2015 and beyond, and gives added value to maternal health investments, also linking to non-communicable diseases. For preterm babies who survive, the additional burden of prematurity related disability may affect family and health systems. Today is International Happy Ghost Day. International Happy Ghost Day is celebrated on November 17th every year. The day is celebrated to honor the German beer Goose, which is a top fermented, unfiltered, sour white beer. Goose is typically brewed with coriander and salt, which gives it its distinctive flavor. Today is World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims. The World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims takes place on the third Sunday in November every year as the appropriate acknowledgement of victims of road traffic crashes and their families. It was started by the British Road Crash Victims Charity Road Peace in 1993 and was adopted by the United Nations General Assembly in 2005. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. August Ferdinand Mobius, 17th November 1790 to 26 September 1868. August Ferdinand Mobius was a German mathematician and theoretical astronomer. Mobius's primary contributions were in geometry, including the development of homogeneous coordinates for projective geometry, but he is best known for his work in topology. In 1858, he discovered the Mobius strip, a narrow sheet given a half twist before its ends are attached together. Today is death anniversary of Lala Lajpat Rai. 28th January 1865 to 17th November 1928. Lala Lajpat Rai was an Indian revolutionary, politician and author, popularly known as Punjab Kesari. He was one of the three members of the Lal Bal Pal trio. He died of severe head trauma injuries sustained 18 days earlier during a baton charge by police in Lahore, when he led a peaceful protest march against the British Simon Commission Indian constitutional reforms. Today is death anniversary of Miss Doris Lessing. 22nd October 1919 to 17th November 2013. Doris May Lessing was a British novelist born to British parents in Iran and later moved to southern Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, before settling in London in 1949. Her notable works include The Grasses Singing 1950, The Children of Violence series 1950-1969, The Golden Notebook 1962, The Good Terrorist 1985, and The Canopus in Argos series 1979 to 1983. She was awarded the 2007 Nobel Prize in Literature, recognized for her exploration of the female experience and divided civilizations. Lessing was the oldest Nobel laureate in literature at 87. In 2001, she received the David Cohen Prize for Lifetime Achievement, and in 2008, the Times ranked her fifth among the 50 greatest British writers since 1945. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Eugene Paul Wigner, 17 November 1902 to 1st January 1995. Eugene Paul Wigner was a Hungarian-American theoretical physicist and mathematician who won the 1963 Nobel Prize in Physics for his contributions to theory of atomic nuclei and elementary particles, particularly symmetry principles. He studied at the Technical Hochschule Berlin and worked with notable scientists like Carl Weisenberg and David Hilbert. Wigner, alongside Hermann Weyl, introduced group theory into physics, contributing significantly to symmetry theory and quantum mechanics through Wigner's theorem. He also advanced research on atomic nuclear structure. In 1930, Wigner moved to the US, joined Princeton University, and became a citizen in 1937. He played a pivotal role in the Einstein-Shiller letter, which led to the US nuclear weapons program. During the Manhattan Project, he designed nuclear reactors for plutonium production but was frustrated by DuPont's control over new reactor design. Post-war, he directed research at Clinton Laboratory, Oak Ridge National Laboratory, but left due to bureaucratic challenges. Wigner served on several government bodies, including the Atomic Energy Commission's General Advisory Committee, and contributed to mathematics and physics panels. Later, he explored philosophical ideas, authoring The Unreasonable Effectiveness of Mathematics in the Natural Sciences, widely regarded beyond technical circles. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Stanley Cohen, 17 November 1922 to 5th February 2020. Stanley Cohen was an American biochemist who, along with Rita Levi-Montalcini, was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1986 for the isolation of nerve growth factor and the discovery of epidermal growth factor. He died in February 2020 at the age of 97. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Roland Matthes, 17 November 1950 to 20th December 2019. Roland Matthes was a German swimmer and the most successful backstroke swimmer of all time. Between April 1967 and August 1974, he won all backstroke competitions he entered. He won 4 European Championships and 3 World Championships in a row, and swam 19 world and 28 European records in various backstroke, butterfly and medley events. He was trained by Marlies Grohe. Today's, that is 17th November, highlight in history. 1603, English explorer, writer, courtier Sir Walter Raleigh goes on trial for treason. 1775, the city of Kuopio, Finland, belonging to Sweden at this time, is founded by King Gustav III of Sweden. 1777 Articles of Confederation, United States are submitted to the states for ratification. 1796 French Revolutionary Wars, Battle of the Bridge of Arcole, French forces defeat the Austrians in Italy. 1800 The United States Congress holds its first session in Washington, D.C. 1810 Sweden declares war on its ally, the United Kingdom, to begin the Anglo-Swedish War, although no fighting ever takes place. 1811 Jose Miguel Carrera, Chilean founding father, is sworn in as president of the executive junta of the government of Chile. 1820 Captain Nathaniel Palmer becomes the first American to see Antarctica. The Palmer Peninsula is later named after him. 1831 Ecuador and Venezuela are separated from Gran Colombia. 1837 An earthquake in Valdivia, south-central Chile, causes a tsunami that leads to significant destruction along Japan's coast. 1856 American Old West. On the Sonoita River in present-day southern Arizona, the United States Army establishes Fort Buchanan in order to help control new land acquired in the Gadsden Purchase. 1858 Modified Julian Day Zero. 1858 The city of Denver, Colorado is founded. 1863 American Civil War. Siege of Knoxville begins. Confederate forces led by General James Longstreet place Knoxville, Tennessee under siege. 1869 In Egypt, the Suez Canal linking the Mediterranean Sea with the Red Sea is inaugurated. 1878 First assassination attempt against Umberto I of Italy by anarchist Giovanni Passamonte, who was armed with a dagger. The king survived with a slight wound in an arm. Prime Minister Benedetto Cairoli blocked the aggressor, receiving an injury in a leg. 1885 Serbo-Bulgarian War. The decisive battle of Silvinista begins. 1894 H. Holmes, one of the first modern serial killers, is arrested in Boston, Massachusetts. 1896 The Western Pennsylvania Hockey League, which later became the first ice hockey league to openly trade and hire players, began play at Pittsburgh's Schenley Park Casino. 1903 The Russian Social Democratic Labour Party splits into two groups, the Bolsheviks, Russian for majority, and Mensheviks, Russian for minority. 1939 Nine Czech students are executed as a response to anti-Nazi demonstrations prompted by the death of John Opletal. All Czech universities are shut down and more than 1200 students sent to concentration camps. Since this event, International Students' Day is celebrated in many countries, especially in the Czech Republic. 1940 The Tartu Art Museum was established in Tartu, Estonia. 1947 The Screen Actors Guild implements in anti-communist loyalty oath. 1947 American scientists John Bardeen and Walter Wheeler Brattain observed the basic principles of the transistor, a key element for the electronics revolution of the 20th century. 1950 Lamo Dondrab is officially named the 14th Dalai Lama. 1950 United Nations Security Council Resolution 89 relating to the Palestinian question is adopted. 1953 The remaining human inhabitants of the Blasket Islands, County Kerry, Ireland, are evacuated to the mainland. 1957 Vickers Viscount GAOHP of British European Airways crashes at Bellerap after the failure of three engines on approach to Copenhagen Airport. The cause is a malfunction of the anti-icing system on the aircraft. There are no fatalities. 1962 President John F. Kennedy dedicates Washington Dulles International Airport, serving the Washington D.C. region. 1967 Vietnam War. Acting on optimistic reports that he had been given on November 13, US President Lyndon B. Johnson tells the nation that while much remained to be done, we are inflicting greater losses than we are taking. We are making progress. 1968 British European Airways introduces the back 111 into commercial service. 1968, viewers of the Raiders Jets football game in the eastern United States are denied the opportunity to watch the exciting finish when NBC broadcasts Haiti instead, prompting changes to sports broadcasting in the US. 1969 Cold War negotiators from the Soviet Union and the United States meet in Helsinki, Finland to begin SALT-1 negotiations aimed at limiting the number of strategic weapons on both sides. 1970 Vietnam War Lieutenant William Calley goes on trial for the My Lai massacre. 1970 Luna program the Soviet Union lands Lunokhod 1 on Mare Imbrium Sea of Rains on the Moon. This is the first roving remote-controlled robot to land on another world and is released by the orbiting Luna 17 spacecraft. 1973 Watergate scandal in Orlando, Florida. US President Richard Nixon tells 400 Associated Press managing editors, "I am not a crook." 1973 The Athens Polytechnic uprising against the military regime ends in a bloodshed in the Greek capital. 1983 The Zapatista Army of National Liberation is founded in Mexico. 1986 The flight crew of Japan Airlines Flight 1628 are involved in a UFO sighting incident while flying over Alaska. 1989 Cold War Velvet Revolution begins. In Czechoslovakia, a student demonstration in Prague is quelled by riot police. This sparks an uprising aimed at overthrowing the communist government. It succeeds on December 29. 1990 Fuzendake, part of the Mount Unzen volcanic complex, Nagasaki Prefecture, Japan, becomes active again and erupts. 1993 United States House of Representatives passes a resolution to establish the North American Free Trade Agreement. 1993 In Nigeria, General Sani Abacha ousted the government of Ernest Sonkan in a military coup. 1997 In Luxor, Egypt, 62 people are killed by 6 Islamic militants outside the temple of Hatshepsut known as Luxor Massacre. 2000 A catastrophic landslide in Log Pod Mangatom, Slovenia kills 7 and causes millions of SIT of damage. It is one of the worst catastrophes in Slovenia in the past 100 years. 2000 Alberto Fujimori is removed from office as President of Peru. 2003 Actor Arnold Schwarzenegger's tenure as governor of California began. 2012 At least 50 school children are killed in an accident at a railway crossing near Manfall, Egypt. 2013 50 people are killed when Tatarstan Airlines Flight 363 crashes at Kazan Airport, Russia. 2013 A rare late-season tornado outbreak strikes the Midwest. Illinois and Indiana are most affected, with tornado reports as far north as Lower Michigan. In all, around 6 dozen tornadoes touched down in approximately an 11-hour time period, including 7 EF3 and 2 EF4 tornadoes. 2019 The first known case of COVID-19 is traced to a 55-year-old man who had visited a market in Wuhan, Hubei province, China. Thank you very much for your patience.